Barbara. Here are the top 5 security facts we learned this week. A suicide bomber blew himself up near a Shiite shrine in Kabul this week, killing at least 26 people and wounding 18, according to officials. The attack took place as the Afghan capital celebrated the Nowruz holiday, marking the start of the Persian New Year. In Cairo, Islamic State militants claimed responsibility for the attack, its Amaq news agency said. An affiliate of the group has claimed previous attacks on Shiite targets. And number 2 now, President Donald Trump will soon make it easier to export some types of lethal U.S.-made drones to potentially dozens more allies and partners. The list could include Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states. Trump is expected to unveil the long-delayed new policy on unmanned military aircraft as early as this month. The move is said to be part of Trump's Buy American initiative to create jobs and reduce the U.S. trade deficit. Human rights and arms control advocates, however, warn it risks fueling violence and instability in regions such as the Middle East. Moving to number 3, the Turkish army carried out controlled explosions in the Syrian town of Afrin this week to detonate bombs and landmines said to be planted by Kurdish YPG militants. According to Turkish media, some families who were returning to Afrin were denied entry for security reasons during the operation. Turkish troops and their rebel allies swept into the northwest Syrian town of Afrin earlier this week, the culmination of an 8-week campaign to drive the Kurdish YPG fighters from the region. And number 4, the head of the Colombian military said this week around 1,200 former members of Colombia's FARC rebel group did not demobilize under a peace deal and instead joined dissident factions still fighting the government, quadrupling the initial official estimate of dissidents. Most members of the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia handed over their weapons at the start of last year and are now a political party after battling the government for more than 5 decades. And nearly 100 former child soldiers are preparing to return home after being rescued by UNICEF from their captors. They were taken by a local militia group and forced to fight, and now they require food, shelter, and psychological and medical care before being reunited with their families. The UN says as many as 5,000 people died last year, and over 1 million were uprooted in central Congo in battles between armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the rebel militia.
People with red bandanas arrived. I was the only boy at home, and they told my parents to hand me over. If you do not give your son to us, we will cut his head off. Fearing I would be decapitated, my parents handed me over.
And there you have it, our top 5 security facts this week. Back to you, Barbara.